Let's just dive right into this, guys. We are totally skipping the usual pleasantries today because we're looking at a story that completely shatters all the usual online fitness noise. If you have ever felt like your own body absolutely refuses to cooperate with you, this explainer is going to hit right at home. There is just this raw, incredible honesty in creator booktwannayevette's story. I mean, listen to this quote. Most doctors told me I'd never lose weight. Most fitness gurus say just grind harder, but they don't understand what it's like when your own body is fighting you. Twanna has spent 9 years and over 1,000 videos documenting a very real, incredibly difficult journey. So I want to establish right out of the gate here, this explainer, it's a toxic positivity-free zone. If you are completely exhausted by fake smiles and impossible standards on your feed, you are in the exact right place.
And look, when we say the body is fighting back, we're talking about a brutal daily reality. We're talking sciatica that literally shoots pain down your leg, gastroparesis making eating a complete gamble, fibromyalgia turning your muscles into fire, high blood pressure, migraines stealing your vision, anemia completely sapping your energy. Oh, and stage 1 kidney disease. Twanna deals with all of this simultaneously, along with depression and anxiety. Honestly, just getting out of bed with a lineup like that practically deserves a gold medal. These are the invisible struggles so many of you might be facing while the internet just yells at you to hustle. This isn't a pity party. It is her reality, and it proves that the strategies we're unpacking today come straight from the trenches.
So how do we handle this? Well, first we have to fundamentally reframe our goals. We have to abandon this exhausting myth of toxic perfection. You know the one, six-pack abs, marathon running, eating absolutely nothing but kale all day. It's a total fantasy sold by internet influencers that usually just makes us feel like failures, causing us to give up entirely. Instead, we have to embrace the honest journey. It's about honoring your body through persistent effort, rather than chasing some totally impossible aesthetic.
Let's just let this quote sink in for a second. Health is about honoring the body you've been given, not punishing it for not being someone else's. I mean, wow, that completely shifts the paradigm, right? We are so used to punishing ourselves for not measuring up to someone else's highlight reel, but true success actually comes from realizing that taking your health seriously doesn't require you to be a flawless fitness model. It just requires genuine care.
Okay, so how do we build this into an actual working strategy? We use a calming, highly actionable framework that completely prevents that feeling of total overwhelm. It's called the Rule of One. It goes like this. Step 1, pick one thing. Step 2, do that for 1 week. Step 3, add one more. That is literally it. No massive, life-altering overhauls that you'll end up totally abandoning by Thursday afternoon.
To make this even more practical, think about these highly accessible actions. Drink 1 extra glass of water today, or maybe take a 10-minute walk, even if it's incredibly slow. Eat 1 whole food, unprocessed meal. Go to bed just 15 minutes earlier. Notice that you don't do all of these at once. You pick just one. Mastering just one small habit is the true secret to victory, especially when you feel like your body is failing you in slow motion. Progress is simply about showing up for yourself one tiny step at a time.
Now, this represents a massive pivot in our explainer, because physical health, it doesn't actually exist in a vacuum. It's really just one of 4 equal, interconnected pillars holding up your entire life. Your physical health shares the load equally with your faith, your money management, and your self-relationship.
Let's define this clearly. The 4-pillar system is a foundational framework where if one pillar wobbles, the others hold it up. Twanna notes that these aren't separate categories kept in neat little boxes, they're more like threads woven into a single rope. If you're trying to fix your health while your finances or your self-worth are completely in shambles, well, that rope is eventually going to fray and snap.
Okay, let's dive into the first of these support structures. Pillar 1, faith first. This acts as the anchor. Twanna, who is actually a licensed and ordained Christian, emphasizes that faith isn't a spare tire you only pull out for emergencies. If you just coast when things are good and wait until the health issues flare up or the money gets tight to remember your foundation, you're going to panic. Faith is the solid rock you build upon, so you can actually weather the storms when they inevitably arrive.
The actual practice of building that anchor is incredibly simple. Twanna suggests starting your day with 5 minutes of stillness, not doing, listening. That is such a powerful action step. Whether it's reading one scripture, saying a prayer, or simply taking a moment to ask for guidance before you rush out the door, this daily grounding makes the heavy burdens of life manageable. It doesn't magically make life easy, but it makes it manageable because you recognize you aren't carrying the weight alone.
And that brings us to the second pillar, money with purpose. As a creator and journalist, Twanna learned the hard way that money management isn't about greed, and it certainly shouldn't be about fear or avoidance. It's about faithful stewardship of what you've been given. Every single dollar you have is a tool, not a master.
So the crucial point here is taking action without fear. I'm actually going to challenge you to do this today. Open your banking app. Yes, that app we all love to avoid opening. No judgment, just look at it. Ask yourself these 3 prompts. What are you spending on that lacks value? What do you value but aren't actually spending on? And what is one small change you can make for this week? By doing this, you stop being terrified of your bank account and turn money back into a tool that intentionally serves your life.
We've covered health, faith, and money. That brings us to the final pillar, the mirror test, which represents your relationship with yourself. Here is a harsh truth derived from Twanna's thousands of conversations with her community. Pouring into others while you are running on empty breeds resentment. You literally cannot love others well if you secretly despise yourself. If you are constantly critical of yourself, you're going to end up critical of everyone around you, basically suffocating the very people you are trying to love.
And this brings us to the literal mirror test. I want you to look in a physical mirror today and say out loud, Step 1, I forgive you for, and then name whatever it is you're holding on to. Step 2, I am proud of you for, and insert one specific thing. And Step 3, I am going to take care of you today because you matter. Yes, it is going to feel incredibly awkward and silly. Do it anyway. Genuine self-love allows you to give generously to others rather than desperately seeking them to fill a void inside you.
This is how it elegantly ties everything together. Faith anchors you so you don't panic. Money frees you so you can afford better healthcare and food. Health energizes you so you can physically show up for your loved ones. And self-relationship teaches you the grace you need to extend to others. When life gets incredibly tough and one pillar cracks, this is exactly how the other 3 step in to hold the entire structure up.
Now you might be wondering, where do you find the tools to actually build and track all of this? Well, this explainer outlines the philosophy, but for the practical application, Twanna created the TYR Digital Store. It's the central hub she built after 9 years in the space, offering the actual bundle of planners, health trackers, and faith devotionals that you need to organize this exact 4-pillar system right in your own daily routine. Ultimately, this entire 9-year journey boils down to one super powerful reminder. You don't need a perfect body to build a meaningful life. You just need a solid foundation. Whether you are battling severe chronic illnesses like gastroparesis and fibromyalgia, or you're just dealing with the heavy daily grind of life, authenticity and consistent, small efforts are going to beat the illusion of perfection every single time. So, I'm going to leave you with a pretty provocative question to ponder today. Which pillar is most cracked right now? Take a hard, honest look at your life. Is it faith, money, health, or your relationship with yourself? Pick just one pillar to focus on fixing today. Remember that rule of 1. And if you need the tools to help you start laying that brickwork, you now know the TYR Digital Store is there to support you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait for you to discover which pillar you are going to build up first.